Right now, a Marine from Verona is one of 3 found dead inside of a car in North Carolina. How authorities say the 3 died.
Plus, lawmakers want answers from the Pentagon about UFOs, the testimony from a rare hearing on Capitol Hill about the unexplained phenomena. It's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10.
We began today with thunderstorms and ended with sunshine, all ahead of what appears to be the hottest day of the week, which is tomorrow.
Well, meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with just how warm it could get. Alex?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, we're looking at temperatures well into the 90s as we go into your Thursday. Those heat index values, the feels like factor could be above 100 degrees, and it's that heat out there that provides that fuel for those showers and those thunderstorms. And out here in the patio, we can definitely feel that. It's a muggy one out there. Just look at the rainfall that we saw out of these morning thunderstorms. And we were talking about these storm chances last night. A mesoconvective system, an MCS, rolled across southern Wisconsin, producing the heavy rain and the severe weather. You can check out what is an MCS on channel3000.com and, of course, our Facebook page, too. We had those strong wind reports, trees down across Grant County, Iowa County, and then over towards Rock County as well. And you were just saying, hey, we started off with those dark skies. Look, there was the storm coming right through the Madison area, and then we ended with sunny skies, and those clouds did limit our temperatures today. We were talking about that just the other day, that any showers and storms could limit the high temperatures, and that happened across southern Wisconsin. We did 86 in Madison, where those storms rolled through and they were able to recover temperature-wise, lower 90s out to the west. We do have that heat advisory that goes into an effect tomorrow morning on your Thursday, lasting through your Thursday evening, maybe a little bit longer to the south and to the west with those heat index values. That's the feels like factor getting up above 100 and the actual air temperatures in the middle 90s. Coming up in a little bit, we'll track the heat index values, when we can expect them to dip. And then this term called an outflow boundary. We've talked about it before, but this outflow boundary chance may set the stage for more severe weather.
Alex, thank you. High winds and heavy rainfall from today's severe thunderstorms left behind noticeable damage in Rock County. A home on Concord Street in Janesville took on damage after a large tree fell on it. You can see large branches going inside this home. The building director within the Janesville Public Works Department told News 3 Now that crews were on the scene checking out that home today to see if it's still inhabitable. Our team also saw trees down in the Evansville area. If you have any photos of some of that damage out there today, make sure to send it at tips@channel3000.com. We are learning more about the Madison area Marine who was found dead in North Carolina on Sunday.
Braden Ross joins us now with the latest information. Braden.
Well, authorities in North Carolina said today they believe 19-year-old Tanner Kaltenberg and 2 other Marines died of carbon monoxide poisoning. The 3 were found dead in a car parked outside of a gas station in Hampstead, North Carolina on Sunday. The Pender County Sheriff's Office says they found the Marines after one of their mothers reported that her son didn't get off his flight home the night before. Kaltenberg graduated from Verona High School in 2021, where he played both hockey and baseball. He had been on active duty since May 2021 and was stationed at Camp Lejeune. According to his recent post on his Facebook page, he had recently returned from a deployment in Norway this spring. And the Pender County Sheriff's Department has not yet said if they believe the deaths were accidental.
Violent crime reports are out for both Madison and Janesville. Both are trending in positive directions, giving residents in both something to be optimistic about.
Well, violent crime in Janesville is the lowest it's been in over a decade. The number of total shootings in Madison are down, but the city has had 9 homicides through nearly 7 full months. That's compared to 11 murders in Madison from all of last year. But other violent crimes in Madison are trending down, and that's something Police Chief Sean Barnes credits to the department's relationship with the community.
And we're really taking a partnership, community policing approach. That's what it's going to take. You know, these incidences of gun violence that occur, unfortunately, in our city, you know, everyone has to take a role in that. And so we're going to do our part, and we're going to do that with the collaboration of our community.
In Janesville, the city had just 1 homicide in 2022.
The Dane County Board of Supervisors says they are looking into whether there are contract violations following SSM Health's move to stop gender-affirming surgeries. That is because the county contracts its health insurance through Dean Health Plan. That's SSM Health's insurance coverage. The statement provided by the board reads in part, the decision by SSM Health to eliminate needed care is antithetical to Dane County's values. We reached out to SSM Health for comment. They haven't responded yet. Police arrested a Janesville man in relation to multiple child assaults that happened in the mid-2000s. 33-year-old Kyle Dean was taken into custody on a warrant. He's been charged with 3 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a child. Authorities say an investigation uncovered multiple victims for crimes that took place around 2007 in Janesville. He's behind bars at the Rock County Jail tonight. If he posts a $5,000 cash bond, he's not allowed to have any intentional contact with minors.
An 18-year-old man charged in a shooting that hospitalized another 18-year-old over the weekend shot the victim apparently because of a previous altercation. 18-year-old Philip Walker Jr. faces 1 count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. The shooting happened in the 2900 block of Coho Street Sunday. At the time, Walker was out on bond for a disorderly conduct charge stemming from a Memorial Day fight turned shooting just blocks from Coho Street. Court records did not suggest that Walker fired a gun during that incident. Walker's bond has now been set at $250,000.
A Green Bay woman has been convicted in the gruesome murder and dismemberment of a Wisconsin man.
And today the jury found Taylor Shabiznis guilty on all counts in the killing of Shad Therion, and jurors deliberated for about a half hour before reaching that verdict.
First verdict reads as follows. We, the jury, find the defendant, Taylor Denise Shabiznis, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide as charged in count 1 of the information, dated this date, July 26, 2023, signed by the foreperson.
Therion was murdered at a house on Stony Brook Lane in Green Bay. This happened back in February of 2022. Investigators say Shabiznis admitted to choking Therion to death and then dismembering him. She now faces life in prison.
In national news tonight, 3 retired military veterans testified before Congress about sightings of unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, better known as UFOs. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are digging into the national security concerns and the mystery posed by UAPs. A whistleblower who formerly worked on the Defense Department's UAP task force, David Grush, claims he was denied access to information on a government UFO crash retrieval program, something the Pentagon disputes.
Biologics came with some of these recoveries.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to.
The hearing included warnings that the sightings are a national security problem and the government has been too secretive about them.
Boeing is donating nearly $1 million in scholarship funds to attract new pilots from diverse backgrounds. Right now, 95.7% of professional pilots in the U.S. are white, and 90.8% of them are men. Boeing says more than 600,000 new pilots will be needed around the world over the next 2 decades. The scholarship money is going to organizations that target women, Latino, Black, and other minority students. Irish singer Sinead O'Connor has died at the age of 56. O'Connor's first album came out in 1987, but it was that second album, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, that made her world famous. And her rendition of the Prince song, Nothing Compares to You, was a massive hit, rocketing to #1 in 1990. O'Connor, who was open about her struggles with addiction and mental health, is survived by her 3 children.
A plea deal earlier struck by Hunter Biden unraveled in court this morning after a judge raised concern about the terms of that agreement. The president's son pleaded not guilty to federal tax charges. The judge deferred the decision on the plea deal, and the ruling could now be delayed for weeks. Biden was planning to plead guilty to 2 federal tax crimes. Those misdemeanors are for not paying taxes on time in 2017 and 2018. As the SAG-AFTRA strike continues, it's not just actors on the picket lines. Here's a publicity stunt that is best performed by a stuntman. Mike Sassa set himself on fire in suburban Atlanta. It was part of a rally of stunt performers supporting the ongoing Writers and Actors Guild strikes. Sassa is part of the labor organization Stunts Unlimited. He was a stunt double for Harrison Ford in the newest Indiana Jones film and coordinated his stunt sequences. Actors in the SAG-AFTRA union have been on strike for almost 2 weeks. The Barbie-Oppenheimer dual movie releases last weekend brought in the highest ticket sales for a weekend since before the COVID-19 pandemic. But going into the theaters to watch Barbenheimer is not simply seeing your average movie, it is a cultural event.
Greg Marcus is CEO of Marcus Corporation. He said the reason that Barbie and Oppenheimer have been so popular is that they use the movie theater to connect with others.
That's what going to the movies is about. It's about making memories and relationships, and that's what humans do. And so that Barbie spoke to that in a way that I thought was important.
Marcus also says big events aren't the only thing needed to keep audiences coming back. The more people remember that feeling of community, the more they will come in for the smaller movies as well. More local stories are still ahead at 10.
A grand celebration for the University of Wisconsin-Madison tonight. The university celebrating its 175th birthday with live music, food, and events. We'll take you to the Memorial Union Terrace for a look at the festivities.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Skip the wait. Get your kids' glasses made the same day, only at Stanton Optical.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. Now get a Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Lightning with 3.9% APR financing for 60 months plus $1,000 retail trade assist cash and $500 low APR cash.
Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentyx works for me.
Cosentyx helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentyx.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
At Stanton Optical, you get great value on eye care, including contacts. Right now, get a 1-year supply of AccuView Oasis and an eye exam for only $189. Scan now to book your eye exam. Yay, technology!
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
A season of drought leading to raging wildfire that just can't seem to end.
A large fire in July like that is unusual.
News 3 Now takes you beyond the barometer for a deep dive into the longer than normal fire season and its impact here, Thursday at 6. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A very happy birthday to the University of Wisconsin today. Its flagship campus here in Madison turning 175 years old, but hardly showing its age.
And where better to celebrate on campus than a party at the Memorial Union Terrace? We sent Armand Rahman there to check out the festivities for himself. It's all new at 10. Armand?
Yeah, guys, UW officially became a university the same year the city of Madison was founded, 1848. So today, university officials and students tell me they celebrated how much both histories are intertwined. It's an anniversary no human can ever celebrate and few can pronounce.
Let's do it together.
Centennial. Or if you want to make it easier.
So this is literally our 175th birthday of the day that Governor Nelson Dewey signed the act of the legislature creating the University of Wisconsin. It was the first public university created in the state of Wisconsin, and it was created only a few months into the birth of the state.
In that time, students and researchers that have come through the halls have led advancements with global impacts.
A medicine that is now used to help people for blood thinner. It's called warfarin. The discovery of stem cells, which was discovered by one of our researchers back in the late 90s.
Overseeing the kickoff of ice cream, games, and more was a familiar Badger face in some new duds.
And the X's on it are in reference to the many students and that have gone through the university and the many successes too. And on the other end, the stars are in reference to the 4 directions.
After 5 years, a brand new Bucky is on parade.
The sky, the land, and the water, which is displayed in the Bucky with the flower garden and the watery rocks beneath him.
Designed by art professor John Hitchcock and art undergrad Kaylee Herman.
I didn't know what to expect at first because, he had sent me an itinerary and that was not on it. I feel honored. I came here. I didn't expect to, leave a mark, but, I've definitely left one now, so... It's exciting.
Another UW icon enshrined into the Madison landscape.
We are part of the fabric of the city, of the region.
Now, events will continue throughout the upcoming school year, including Homecoming, Founders Day, and even events in other counties to keep the Demi-Semi-Septennial celebration going. You guys should try that word.
That is well done. I'm not going to do that. I'll practice a few thousand times. Well done, Armand. Well, there's a new section of the Ice Age National Scenic Trail to check out. It's a 1.7-mile path through downtown Evansville on Main Street before cutting north toward the Gibbs Lake segment. Officials with the Ice Age Trail Alliance blazed the route today, meaning they put up the iconic yellow blazes along the trail's path there. And unlike much of the trail, the Evansville segment is urban, but not just because it's not through the wilderness, that doesn't mean it's not worth seeing.
An urban walk can be just as exciting as, a walk through the woods. It shows you a different side of things, and it puts you in touch with the communities. A lot of communities that you may not otherwise visit, you will visit because of the Ice Age Trail.
Prior to today, the stretch down Main Street was considered a connector trail, but now it's officially part of the Ice Age National Scenic Trail. Juul Labs says it's asking the FDA to approve a new high-tech e-cigarette system.
It calls it a next-generation vapor platform that it claims combats underage use and improves safety. According to the company, the e-cigarette connects to an app that enables age verification and device locking. A report showing Juul, marketed to children previously, forced the company to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in legal settlements. The FDA wants to pull its products off the market entirely, but a court injunction is allowing them to continue for now. The CDC says 1 in 10 young adults use e-cigarettes. There are warnings from the American Heart Association about the dangers of vaping because pods contain nicotine and sometimes unidentified substances. Well, Alex is back with the first warn forecast, and we've had tomorrow circled as the hottest day of the week. Does that still appear to be the case?
It does. Yep. We've been preparing for this for a week now. We've been talking about this little mini heat wave. The whole overall stretch of the heat wave has been condensed a little bit. We've been talking about some of these limiting factors like the showers and thunderstorms we had this morning that made things a little bit cooler, but the feels like factor today,
it's still there.
It's still there. And even if tomorrow's actual temperature is not the hottest, the feels like temperature is going to be pretty up there.
All right.
Well, let's start off with those alert day conditions. That's also part of our weather story here, folks. This is for Friday, but we might have to enter in this time tomorrow night or shortly thereafter. So tune in tomorrow night. We could be looking at the possibility of severe weather and more severe weather bouts as we go on into your Friday. It's all part of those 3 things that you need to know. The peak of the heat will be on your Thursday, whether it's the actual temperature or the feels like temperature. Could be looking at some fog as we go into your Thursday morning. That could limit the actual temperature just a little bit, but it will be very humid. And it's that humid, hot air that will bring those periods of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night, Friday, maybe even lasting into Saturday. Heat advisory for Madison points off to the west, but it will be hot everywhere. Let's look at those heat index values. I said we'd track them. Mid-90s here in Madison at dinner time tomorrow, but in the 100s off to the west of Madison. Then as we go into Friday, we repeat, but then look at that. Boom, right at about 7 o'clock. Suddenly a lot cooler. That could be our weather model picking up on those thunderstorms that, again, limit the heat, but we'll have that heat very likely before those showers and thunderstorms arrive. We do have a marginal risk of severe weather. This is the lowest risk, but it's there as we go into your Thursday overnight, going into the wee hours of your Friday. We could be tracking another complex of thunderstorms, another MCS. Check out channel3000.com. We talk about what is an MCS. On your Friday, slight risk of severe weather. We're going to be watching another phenomenon tomorrow night going into your Friday. It's called an outflow boundary. A couple weeks ago when we were covering the Rock County tornado, we talked about the outflow boundary impact on thunderstorms, and we could be seeing that again Thursday night going into your Friday. This is cool air from showers and storms. This cool air creates a front. That front is that lift for more showers and thunderstorms, and they can cause those showers and thunderstorms to be severe. We see that beautifully here on our future track. This is fast forwarding to tomorrow night. Look at this, right at about just after the 10 o'clock show. We have a couple of boundaries, one stretching from Fond du Lac off to Lone Rock. This is a cold pool of air coming out from that thunderstorm line projected by Future Track. Another one setting up across the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Then as we go into Friday, that line kind of meanders back to the north. This is that outflow boundary being depicted potentially by the Future Track model, stretching from, let's say, Janesville to Madison to Lone Rock, providing more focus, more of that lift for those showers and thunderstorms. And some of those storms could be severe with high winds, heavy rain, and hail. The tornado threat is also not negligible as well. You know, I like to pitch from my viewer photos. Well, we can do that here with the First Warn Weather app. Just look at this here, folks. All you got to do is download the weather app. And then in the lower right-hand corner, there's a More button. And then you click the Submit button. Those photos come right to us. And then we can get those photos here for you folks on air. Always do that, though, when it's safe, when there's storms around. Again, storm chances lasting into the beginning part of the weekend. And then things turn a little bit more quiet and warm after that. We'll be right back, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
What has your father done?
It's just an honest mistake.
You want to see your little girl, or do you want me to see your little girl? The butcher becomes the baker.
The Baker, rated R.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Today marked day one of training camp for the Green Bay Packers, and while there are a lot of changes to the team this year, one camp tradition remains the same: the riding of kids' bicycles. Children lined up at Titletown with the hope their favorite Packer would choose their bicycle to pedal over at a practice field. The wholesome tradition goes back to the 1960s with a photo showing running back Travis Williams pedaling to practice in 1969. There was a new era in Titletown as training camp kicked off this morning, the Jordan Love era.
Yeah, you should have seen the kid that got Jordan Love to ride his bike. He was so excited. Well, News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley, he was up there and he found out during the first practice the keys to the franchise are now officially in the hands of Jordan Love.
A little over 2 months ago, we knew Jordan Love was going to be Green Bay's QB1, but now it feels real. He's the guy, the starting quarterback for the Packers, and at day one of training camp, you could feel that the franchise is his.
It's not like it's anything new. It's not like I'm a rookie coming in trying to learn things. I've been here, so it's just entering in that new role. Obviously get more reps at practice, more eyes on you, things like that. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing for me.
I think Jordan was always who he was. But I definitely see a lot of confidence in him, and he's ready to go, and we're all obviously 100% backing him.
I mean, Jordan's our cue for this year, man. So I have the utmost confidence in him. I'm sure he has the same, confidence in all of us as receivers. So it's really just up to us.
It's our job to make his job easier. Take that stress off of him. Make sure all the other 10 players know where they're lined up, know what we're doing, so he's not in the middle of a play trying to get somebody lined up, where he can just focus on his reads and play the game as fast as he can.
It's not going to be perfect right away. This is a process. It's growing pains that you got to work through. Just like today, it's day one. It's not going to be perfect. Something that we got to build every day.
Now, the night before his first training camp as the starter, Love got a text message from Aaron Rodgers: "Be yourself, have fun, and enjoy it." And with that, the Love era is underway. At Lambeau Field, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Well, just down the road, Brewers and Reds neck and neck atop the NL Central standings entering the day. The Crew just a half game up on the Reds in first place. This one scoreless. This is the bottom of the seventh. Tyrone Taylor, the first pitch he saw, he put in the left field seats, 2-run shot. Just his second home run of the year, but it was a big one. Brewers tack on an insurance run in the 8th. Then Devin Williams retires the side 1-2-3 in the 9th. Crew win 3-zip, take 2 of 3 in the series. Now a full game-and-a-half lead over Cincinnati. Day off tomorrow, then back for a tough series starting Friday down in Atlanta. Stay with us. Alex back. Final check of the first warn forecast.
Is summer fun on your agenda? If not, it should be, because we are at Wisconsin RV World today with Miss Christine Egan, the lady who knows everything about these beautiful units behind us. 78 years in business, 4-generation family-run business. I know you love this opportunity to help people have fun in the summer. So what are some options of these great things?
You can get anything from a single axle to a bunkhouse to a couples unit to toy hauler, travel trailers, and fifth wheel. The sky's the limit.
I love it so much. You have all of the models on the floor right here. What about solar? People are always wondering about, are these units solar ready?
You can get it with either solar ready or solar on board.
Okay.
Solar on board means that you actually have the solar panels on the roof and ready to go.
Can I get in one of these? Because
yeah.
I love them so much. Someday I'm gonna have one. Will you show me one?
Yeah, we'll get outside and look.
Christine, every time I'm here, I'm amazed at your selection.
This is one you might really like.
Let's go see it. Hero of your family and make it a fun summer here at Wisconsin RV World. I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. Now we just need a deck of cards and a cold beverage. Get over here.
I'm Scott Brocklesby with Brocklesby Family Farms, and this is my John Deere. We're a medium-sized corn and soybean operation, and we do a lot of custom work, planting and so forth, so we really expect things to be right when we hit the field because our reputation's on the line. When doing business with Sloan's, I have that feeling of respect. They respect the farmer. I can make one phone call and have somebody helping me troubleshoot. They're willing to go the extra mile to help us keep rolling, and this is why I think Sloan's first.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
You can bring fast food onto your flight, but it's almost never served to you by the airline, of course. That's unless you were on a British Airways flight this past weekend from Turks and Caicos up to London. Apparently, the catering carts weren't chilled properly, so the food for meal service had to be tossed out. Instead, it served passengers some KFC.
The flight had a brief connection in the Bahamas, which is where the crew picked up the food, which apparently consisted of buckets of chicken shared among the passengers. To compensate for the inconvenience, they offered passengers a refreshment voucher upon landing. British Airways apologized to passengers in a statement, saying in part, "We are sorry if we ruffled any feathers."
I'm picturing them handing out their drumsticks with a British accent.
Sounds good,
Very
though.
fancy. Hey, they took care of them.
And I don't mind a KFC biscuit. They're very tasty.
They are. Yeah, I agree with you.
Hey, we got the All-City Swim Meet tomorrow. It's going to be a hot one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
Good
hot
day
one.
to be at the pool, but be careful there.
Yeah, be careful. Take it easy tomorrow with that heat index value that we're going to have up approaching 100 degrees. And then we got the severe weather threat that's coming tomorrow night. You know, send us your weather photos when it's safe via the First Warn Weather app.
Alex, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.